Question 14 had two parts to it, so I'm going to do the first part, which is about rearranging of the formula to make k the subject. What that means is that k needs to be on its own. It's as though we're solving an equation that might look like this, 10 equals 3x plus 2, for example. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get x on its own. So it's the same principle, except I've got a letter there instead of a number. So obviously we can't do any of the calculations, but it's the same theory as solving equations. So if I was solving this, I would take 2 from each side to give me 8 equals 3x, and then I divide by 3. Okay, so 8 over 3 is equal to x. Okay, we're going to use that same principle to the question that we've got here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 away from each side. So if we're doing p take away 2, that is just p take away 2 equals 3k on that side, and the plus 2 and the take away 2 have cancelled each other out. Now that was the first part over here. The next part to get k on its own is to divide by 3. So we divide each side by 3. Now all we have to do, and like I did on this part here, I wrote it as a fraction, we just have to write this as a fraction. So p take away 2 all divided by 3 is equal to k, and that's how to make it the subject of the formula. Part B, so what we have to do is, so we're going to unpick it. So does the midpoint of the straight line joining points 3, 15 and 7, 19 lie on the line y equals 3x plus 2? Well, this first key word here is midpoint of the line. Okay, so first of all, these are 2 points on the line. So if we imagine the line looks something like this, we've got a point here and a point here. This coordinate is 3, 15. This coordinate here is 7, 19. And what we want to know is what's smack bang in the middle. So basically what's halfway between 3 and 7, and what's halfway between 15 and 19. So halfway between 3 and 7 would be 5. Halfway between 15 and 19 would be 17. So that is the midpoint. Okay, and we're going to see if this midpoint is on this line. And what we have to realise is that coordinates are going to represent our x and y values. So this is the x coordinate and this is the y coordinate. So when I'm going to replace x in here with 5, as we've said it's going to be, and what we want it to be is we want it to equal 17, because we've said y is 17. So let's put in what we know. So we've got the equation of the line, y equals 3x plus 2. So I know that y is 17, so I'm going to replace 17 for y. I know that 3x means 3 times x, so it's 3 times x, which is 5, plus 2. So 17 equals 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2. So 17 equals 17. So yes, that means that the coordinate 5, 17 is on this line.